start the occasion with a prayer by Pragati of Primary School.
Join your hands, close your eyes, and please bow your head. O dear Good Shepherd, my God and my light, be with me always, day and night. Teach me to do what's good and right, and always keep me within thy sight. Amen.
The school choir shall lead the school in the school song, followed by the school prayer song.
now request our co-founder, Mrs. Elsamma Thomas, and Principal Michelle Alexander to take the place on stage.
The school will now be led in prayer by Prisha Vipul Agarwal of Middle School.
O dear Good Shepherd, make our school a home away from our home. Make us always feel that we all belong to a family and that the teachers are like our parents. We believe that you speak through them when we listen to them. Give more wisdom to all concerned with us so that they may guide us always on the right path. Make us know your presence and power by rewarding and punishing us. Let us not become proud when we are rewarded, and let us not become humiliated when you punish us for our mistakes. Give us enough strength to forget and forgive as you forgive us our sins. We thank you for the showers of blessings on the school, for its growth and progress into a big and good school. Give us everything to make our lives in the school a happy one. This we ask for your love's sake. Amen.
Please be seated. Don't slouch, sit straight. Kindly keep your masks on. We are in very close proximity.
Good morning. News headlines. India-China relations going through very difficult phase, says S. Jaishankar. EC restores maximum limit on star campaigners. Inception day of GSIS. Rohit Sharma captain for all formats. News in detail. International news. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said that the situation at the line of actual control has arisen due to the violation of agreements by China and noted that Beijing's actions have become an issue of legitimate concern for the entire international community. India's relations with China right now was going through a very difficult phase after Beijing violated border agreements, underlining that the state of the border will determine the state of the relationship. National news. With decrease in COVID-19 cases, Election Commission of India has decided to restore the maximum limit on number of star campaigners with immediate effect, 40 for national or state parties, 20 for other than recognized parties. Regional news. Today is the inception day of Good Shepherd International School, Ooty. This institution was established in 1977 by an educationist and visionary Dr. P.C. Thomas and his wife, the co-founder, Mrs. Elsamma Thomas. The school has grown from strength to strength since that time, with many students graduating and holding good position in various parts of the world. On behalf of the students and staff, I wish to congratulate ma'am for establishing this institution. Sports news. The coronation of Rohit Sharma in place of Virat Kohli as India's captain across all three formats complete. As expected, India's chief selector Chetan Sharma on Saturday named Rohit as India's new test captain while announcing the squads for the series against Sri Lanka at home next month. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Pranav. Now we will have a musical presentation by Grade 11 Acoustic Band.
When life leaves you high and dry, I'll be at your door tonight. If you need help, if you need help, I'll shut down the city lights, I'll lie, cheat, I'll beg and bribe to make you well, to make you well. When enemies are at your door, I'll carry you away from more. If you need help, if you need help, your hope dangling by a string, I'll share in your suffering to make you well, to make you well. Give me reasons to believe that you would do the same for me, and I would do it for you, for you. Baby, I'm not moving on, I love you long after you're gone. For you, for you, you will never sleep alone. I love you long after you're gone, and long after you're gone, gone, gone. You fall like a statue, I'm gonna be there to catch you, put you on your feet, you on your feet. Your well is empty, not a thing will prevent me. Tell me what you need, what do you need? I surrender honestly. You always done the same for me, and I would do it for you, for you. Baby, I'm not moving on, I love you long after you're gone. For you, for you, you will never sleep alone. I love you long after you're gone, and long after you're gone, gone, gone. You're my backbone, you're my cornerstone, you're my crutch when my legs stop moving. You're my head start, you're my rugged heart, you're the pulse that I've always needed. Like a drum, baby, don't stop beating. Like a drum, baby, don't stop beating. Like a drum, baby, don't stop beating. Like a drum, my heart never stops beating. For you, for you. Baby, I'm not moving on, I love you long after you're gone. For you, for you. You will never sleep alone, I love you long after you're gone. For you, for you. Baby, I'm not moving on, I love you long after you're gone. For you, for you. You will never sleep alone, I love you long after you're gone, and long after you're gone, gone, gone. Thank you.
I'm sure all of you enjoyed the wonderful performance. Now, Asfia, Asif, Thara, the newly elected school captain, will deliver the Inception Day speech.
This is a special day when the entire school family has a chance to reflect not only on the beginnings of the school and its founders, but also on the significant development since the school's inception. Good morning, respected co-founder and Senior Vice President, Mrs. Elsamma Thomas, Principal, Mrs. Sheila Alexander, Academic Council members, all staff, and dear friends. Today is the day our school was established. Having been in the school for over 8 years, I've seen the journey of changes that it has gone through. The school is our home away from home. Being successful is more of a journey, not a destination. The greatest journeys in our lives start off with small steps, and the journey of my life began through the gateways of Good Shepherd International School 8 years ago. Looking back, I realized that what matters the most is not years, but days, for it speaks of how my time was spent here. Students from grade 1 to 6 were in the Fernhill campus, and from 7 to 12, they were in the Pallada campus. The first year that I was in Fernhill, I was pampered all the time by the teachers. Fernhill was a place where we as kids were exposed to all kinds of activities. We even played cricket, even though we could not hold those bats in our hands due to our tiny fingers. Being the junior most batch in school was always a blessing for all of us. The sense of belonging was not lost even after we came to the Pallada campus. Initially, life at Pallada campus meant being on our toes at all times. It was a different experience because now the maturity level had got its hands over us. As Dr. P.C. Thomas sir used to say, proper preparation prevents poor performance. That's the principle that made us focus on our development on this campus. Looking at the big swimming pool, enormous football ground, and the gymnasium, we decided to be best in our activities. Now, being a senior, we are given the opportunity to learn and mold ourselves into dutiful and ethical students with knowledge and unaccountable experiences gained from this home away from home. In all aspects, GSIS has continued to teach us that life in all forms is congenial only if we sculpt it with values and passion. This pandemic came with a shock, and at the same time, we lost our beloved person, late Dr. P.C. Thomas, the founder of GSIS. Sir and ma'am have provided us with the best of facilities that we needed because they believed in giving the best. We now have Jacob sir, a president, a leader who believes that if we have a goal and ambition, we are 90% there, and the next 10% is the work we put in to accomplish the goal. We are sure that in the next 5 years, Sir and Sarah ma'am will be taking our school to a new level of triumph that none of us can imagine. As we commemorate the Inception Day, let us make a promise to our alma mater. We'll give back to her and the community that we belong to whatever we can in the best possible way. In whichever part of the world we go, we'll remember this day and wave the blue and white forever through our acts of service and dedicated endeavors to lead successful lives. I'm grateful to all of you who are gathered here for having been significant contributors to the growth of this school from strength to strength. Thank you.
Thank you, Asfia, for sharing your enriching journey in this school.
The welcome note shall be delivered by the school captain, Daiwik Satisha.
Students who have been here for around 8 to 9 years know how to enjoy its refined education, good food, and exquisite sports fields. But little do we know the long and hard journey it took to build these walls that stand to protect us. Good morning, respected co-founder and Senior Vice President, Mrs. Elsamma Thomas, Principal, Ms. Sheila Alexander, members of the Academic Council, staff, and students. It all started in the year 1976, long before we were all born. Our late principal and founder, Dr. P.C. Thomas, had a dream that was beyond all possibilities. Instead of letting his dream remain a dream, He, along with our co-founder, Ms. Elsamma Thomas, started this institution. The beginning was small, but just as important. The school began with just 54 students in the Mowbray House as Good Shepherd Public School. From 54 students, Good Shepherd International School has evolved from brick to building, thought to growth, and strength to unity. We stand here today as a proud and ever-growing institution who have left not just one, but multiple marks on the sand of times. We welcome you all to the 46th Inception Day of this institution. Who better to grace this occasion than our co-founder herself, Mrs. Elsamma Thomas? I deem it a great honor in welcoming our co-founder and Senior Vice President. Ma'am is the backbone for the creation of this great institution. When the school first started, she took it upon herself to institute an infirmary, and she always ensured that homemade food was prepared and delivered for the sick students. Till today, ma'am is ever present in the school, always guiding us and making us feel at home. When I was writing this speech, I didn't know how to talk about the school's beginning, as it is an event that took so much effort and hard work that it could not be put into words by someone who was not born at the time. I cannot grasp the idea of how such a great institution began, but I do understand that this was a vision greatly executed with extreme painstaking effort. Going far beyond the call of duty, doing more than others expect, this is what excellence is all about. And it comes from striving, maintaining the highest standards, looking into the smallest detail, and going the extra mile. Excellence means doing your best in everything and everywhere. I once again welcome you all to the 46th Inception Day of Good Shepherd International School. Thank you.
Thank you, Daiwik. On this occasion, we are honored to invite our very own co-founder who has started the school and led it to where it stands today. I invite Mrs. Elsamma Thomas, co-founder and Senior Vice President, to address the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. What a momentous occasion. I would like to not to make it as a speech. I would like to make it as a story out of these 46 years we have gone through. I think that will be better for the newcomers to listen to. It may be boring for you to listen to a speech. Is that all right, children? And the newcomers, the staff. There are so many others who are already with us, the staff members like Sheila and the coordinators. They all know everything about the school. I thought this is better to make it into a story, how we built this institution brick by brick. Can I start? Dear parents, academic council members, members of staff, and my dear students, and all the others who are present. Today is an important day in the history of our institution as we celebrate the inception day of the school. I consider it a great honor and privilege to welcome you all to the 46th Inception Day celebrations. It is a moment of pride and happiness for all of us as we complete 46 years as one of the biggest international residential schools in India. That's very, very important. Residential schools in India. I feel really glad to see so many young, cheerful faces here. All our kids, especially our little ones from grade 3 to 9, are back on campus after almost 3 years, and happiness on their faces makes each moment in our incredible journey worthwhile. As we heard in the beginning also from the head boy and the head girl, they are enjoying every moment of this occasion. This is a special moment for all of us to reflect on our school's past and cherish those who have played a significant role in the shaping who we are today. The people who have greatly influenced the unique character and values that are the fundamental pillars of our school and contributed to its vibrant and engaging culture and environment. This is a moment to celebrate the present and look forward to the future. Personally, for me, it has been a beautiful and exciting journey, a remarkable one that I embarked on with my husband, founder and principal, late Dr. P.C. Thomas. He was always a pillar of courage for me, and his unexpected demise will be an irreplaceable loss for me, our family, and the institution as well. He still lives on in our hearts, inspiring and motivating us every step of the way. Today, as I address our students, distinguished members of our staff, and well-wishers, I am taken over by waves of memories, one after the other. 46 years have passed in the blink of an eye, but every moment that I have spent in the service of the school is absolutely precious for me and etched on my mind like it was yesterday. I understand that a long saga of 46 years cannot be condensed and told in a span of few minutes. However, I take this opportunity to relive my memories and give our new students a brief glimpse into the rich history and legacy of our school. As you are aware, the foundations of our renowned institution are built on the unparalleled vision, relentless perseverance, and dedication of late Dr. P.C. Thomas. Building one of the finest international schools in India from scratch has been a mammoth effort. The journey from a school with a strength of 54 students, to one with over 1,000 at its peak is a story of hard work, struggles, sacrifices, painstaking dedication, and resilience. And without an exceptional entrepreneurial spirit and a powerful vision, this would never have been possible. Children, you are experiencing it every day. It would be wise to call it destiny or a twist of fate. The seeds of ambition to be a teacher and to start a school were planted in his heart when he was barely 14 years of age. When most children usually play, learn, and have fun. At this point, I am reminded of a quote I had read somewhere a long time back, and I quote, "Get excited and enthusiastic about your dream. This excitement is like a forest fire. You can smell it, can taste it, see it from a mile away. Although his friends took it lightly, he was pretty much determined to achieve his dreams. He was a man with a mission. I believe that it was this farsightedness and unwavering confidence in himself that he held him in good stead and transformed him from a humble school teacher hailing from a small town in Kerala to one of the most respected educationists in the country. I know most of you have read the book, he has gone through. He was quite passionate about teaching and started his career as a teacher at Laila Public School of Trivandrum and then in Sainik School, Bijapur. Later, he became the principal of Brick School, a 150-year-old school in the hill station of Ooty, which was started during the British regime. By mid-1975, we had already decided that we wanted to start a school of our own. Of course, establishing a school came with its own challenges, from procuring the finances and finding an ideal place to start the school, to manpower, administration, getting the curriculum, policies, and the principles in place, followed by so many other trivial yet important things such as uniform color, school song, school prayer, and so on. However, despite all these unprecedented hardships, our long cherished dream finally came true. We zeroed in on Mowbray House, a sprawling English bungalow in Fernhill, but in the true colonial style. The Good Shepherd Public School opened its doors on 21st February 1977 with 54 students and 12 staff members. As Daiwik said, most of you are not born that time, most of the students, I mean. I still vividly remember the inauguration of the school. It was a bright, sunny day. Reverend Monsignor Syria Kunath blessed the gathering, and the event started on an auspicious note. Colonel J.D. Katkar, Commandant, Madras Regimental Center, Wellington, was the esteemed chief guest of the occasion. One of our first staff members was Mrs. Philomena Solomon. Along with her, there were 4 other teachers. Together, they handled up to class 5 from the kindergarten level. So, during this time, as it was mentioned, I took complete responsibility of looking after the children, while our late principal focused on academics and general administration. I would like to add that today there are only 4 of us left. That is Mrs. Philomena Solomons, who is 103 years old. She is still in Ooty and living in the other side of Ooty. And of course, you know my son and daughter and myself. At this time, as time passed, it became quite apparent that Mowbray House would not be enough, as additional space was required. to segregate children in the primary and secondary sections. It was then that we came to know about Dilkush, Bangalore, where a good friend of ours, Mr. Zakaria, was running Cliff School, a well-known residential primary school. He was going to vacate the premises, and then we decided to shift the primary sections to Dilkush and retain students in classes 5, 6, and 7 in Mowbray House. So, by 1978, we had more than 300 students, from 54 to 300. Towards the end of the year, we began getting inquiries to start grade 8 as well, and operating in 2 different campuses had become extremely difficult. So, then we began an earnest research for a vast single campus that could accommodate all the children and has a conducive environment that could help them engage in various activities. It was around this time that many palaces, which were holiday homes of erstwhile princely states, were being put up for sale. We felt that with their vast open spaces, beautiful gardens, and hardy construction, they were perfect and expanding the school. We also came to know through an advertisement that the summer palace of the Baroda royal family in Ooty was up for sale. The Baroda Palace campus in Fernhill was spread over 20 acres of land and situated close to the picturesque Ooty Lake. We felt that it was an ideal school environment and were quite eager to buy it. However, we did not have much hope of acquiring the property, as there were several buyers competing for it at skyrocketing prices. But Sir did not give it up. He met the Maharaja in person in Baroda and conveyed his wish to create an educational institution of world-class standards. Surprisingly, the Maharaja, Fateh Singh Gaikwad, decided to hand over the land and palace to us at half the market price. What a luck! So, in just a span of 2 years, we had a total of 318 students, 39 staff members, and classes up to grade 9. As an educationist, Sir's vision was to make Good Shepherd International School Asia's top-ranked school and one among the world's top 10 schools. To gain international focus, the Fernhill campus was not enough, and it had to be expanded with additional facilities and infrastructure. It took another decade for us to acquire the present Pallada campus. Even this campus was just barren land. 46 years have passed since then. Over the years, Good Shepherd International School has grown from strength to strength. Today, we have a 150-acre campus that offers several facilities for learning and innovation. We have adopted the most modern curriculum and teaching methodologies, and offer state-of-the-art infrastructure for our students and staff. We are fully self-sufficient with our own organic farm and extensive sporting facilities. We are also in the process of implementing a hydroponics farm to expand our menu and provide nutritious and organic food for all our residents. Hope children are enjoying those items. As for the future, 2020-23 will usher in significant developments for GSIS in terms of changes in our curriculum and learning methodologies and campus renovation, expansion, and infrastructure. So, I am eagerly looking forward to it. On a personal front, I am immensely glad that my son, Jacob, along with his wife Sarah, have taken over the reins of the prestigious institution. I am pretty confident that he will strive to the best of his abilities to honor the rich legacy of his father. I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate the unwavering support, exceptional commitment, and dedication of our staff, especially in the effective management and prevention of COVID in our campus. I also take this moment to thank from the bottom of my heart our current principal, Mrs. Sheila Alexander, the academic council members, and several staff who have played an integral role in the success of Good Shepherd International School over the years. Without you, we would not have made it this far. And last but not the least, thank you, dear parents, for your amazing support and for trusting us to care for your children. Before I wind up, I would like to share a video with the students. I hope this brief speech or the story which I gave is useful to you, and there is going to be a brief speech by our late principal which will inspire you to become more confident and work harder towards your goals and carve out your path to success. As he says, whatever you do or learn here, it will have an impact on your life, even after 30 years. So make the most of your days in the school and utilize your time, learn well, work hard, and make your parents proud, which I always say, make your parents proud. I hope and pray that the glorious legacy of Good Shepherd International School reaches spectacular heights with every passing day. Thank you all for joining us for the Inception Day celebration. Thank you, children. I would like to share a poem with you, which which I happened to see on WhatsApp. You have 2 minutes to spare? I loved this poem. Sometimes I feel I want to go back in time. Not to change things, but to feel a couple of things twice. Sometimes I wish I was a baby for a while, like you all. Not to be walked in the pram, but to see my mother smile. Sometimes I wish I could go back to school, not to become a child, but to spend more time with those friends I never met after school. Sometimes I wish I could be back in college, not to be a rebel, but to really understand what I studied. Sometimes I wish I was a fresher at my work, not to do less work, but to recall the joy of the first paycheck. Sometimes I wish I could marry again all over, not to change the partner, but to feel the ceremony better. Sometimes I wish my kids were younger, not because they grew faster, but to play with them a bit more. Sometimes I feel I still had some more time to live, not to have a longer life, but to know what I could give to others, since the times that are gone can never come back. Let us enjoy the moments as we live from now on to the fullest. Let us celebrate our life, every moment, every day. Let us celebrate. Thank you.
So everything is possible if you have a mind to do it and you do the planning.
Our endeavor is to give the students, each student, the best of everything in life. I said in life, because what you do, what you earn, what you improve here will have impact in your life even after 30 years. So I am telling all this, the gist of it is, utilize your time and look at the steps for success. Every day should be adding something to your life, and finally you reach that success where nobody could reach. So spend your time usefully. Please do not waste your time And I want the board examination students to approach the mentors, to listen to them, and be the best of students in the whole school. You all promise? I can't hear anything. You promise? Okay, then I will see the best board results for IB, the best board results for IGCSE, the best for ISC, the best for ICSE. Do you all promise? Yeah, that's the only thing we want. So wish you all the best, a very fruitful year and a very successful one. Thank you.
Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. William Arthur Ward. Good morning, respected co-founder and Senior Vice President, Mrs. Elsamma Thomas, Principal, Mrs. Sheila Alexander, Academic Council members, all staff and friends. On this occasion, a day of remembrance, I deem it a great honor to have the opportunity of expressing my gratitude to Ma'am, our co-founder, and all those who made today's program possible. Good Shepherd International School, an institution that started 46 years ago, couldn't have been even remotely possible without our late principal, Dr. P.C. Thomas, and our co-founder, Mrs. Elsamma Thomas, who worked tirelessly for years to build this institution to where it stands today. Our gratitude is forever with Sir. Thank you, ma'am, for all the effort that you have put into the school and for being there every day. Thank you for your presentation and enlightening us on your journey. Thank you, ma'am. I would also like to thank our president, Mr. Jacob Thomas, and our senior vice president for student and staff welfare, Mrs. Sarah Jacob, who are now bearing the torch and taking our school further. Thank you. Thank you to all the members of the GSIS family for their support and encouragement throughout the school's journey. This morning's program would be incomplete without today's speakers. I thank Pragati, Prisha Agarwal, Pranav Natraj, Asfia Asif Thara, and Daiwik Satish. Without fail, the music department kept us entertained with the percussion ensemble and acoustic band. I would like to thank the music department and students who participated for their wonderful performance. Thank you to the school choir for keeping up our school tradition through the years. I would like to thank the MCs Nitya Danani and Harshul Amin for guiding us through today's program. Thank you to the audience for being patient and encouraging. Last but not least, I would also like to thank all the staff who work behind the scenes to ensure a safe gathering. Thank you.
Shall
Please stand in attention for the school anthem.